All right, so what if we did hot or not, but for gold coins? So I've made a number of videos talking about the best gold coins to buy. That's actually the title of my very first video that I put on YouTube. I figured that one simple bit of advice could help people avoid the biggest potential headache in owning gold. Pretty simple. And a lot of my videos since then have referenced that advice one way or another. So whenever somebody asks me what my favorite coins are, I jump straight to best coins from a practical perspective. It's just really hard to ignore the obvious benefits of buying American coins in the United States, for instance. Now, some of my personal preferences are always going to bleed through, but practicality wins out for me, and my list of the best 5 coins to buy looks like this. So first up would be the American Gold Eagle, no real surprise there. And then following that is the American Buffalo. Now third for me would be the Canadian Maple Leaf, and I think that's an easy choice. Fourth is where it gets tough. I'm going to say Britannia, and then I really don't even have a fifth. I would just say simply other primary government-backed coins. So that would be like Krugerrands, Philharmonics, and Kangaroos. And the Britannia just barely edges those out for me right now. The favorite question comes up a lot though. It actually just came up again on the Discord server. So if we really were looking at the best, regardless of practical factors like regional popularity, availability, cost, and liquidity, then that list for me would change up. The American Gold Eagle and the Buffalo are not my favorite coins because I like the way they look. They're at the top of the list because they're the most well-known and liquid here in the United States. So a lot of those coins are probably still on my list, they're just in a different order. And if we're talking about favorite, then I can't ignore all the practical objections. Like, if a coin isn't available, I'm going to have trouble calling it my favorite. I wouldn't be able to find a continuous supply of double dragons, for instance. So this one wouldn't be at the top of my preferred coin list. I might say Perth Mint commemoratives in general, though, are because I do think they do a consistently great job with them. And since I can't really find a consistent supply of Libertads, well, they're not even going to make my list. In other words, I just have to be able to say that I could get the coin over and over. So assuming we can do that, and disregarding the idea of regional popularity, and then making it hard by limiting this list to 5, my list would look like this. First up is a Canadian Maple Leaf. That is an easy one, but let's just get through this list and I'll tell you more about why I say that in a minute. And next is Perth Mint commemoratives, and that's cheating a little bit because this is a group of coins, but it's my list, so I make the rules. Third on the list is the Buffalo, and that's because of the art. I think the typography and the layout is pretty questionable, but we'll come back to that. The Britannia is 4th, and the American Gold Eagle is 5th. So number 1, the Canadian Maple Leaf. This is a coin I think you have to see in person to appreciate. And if you have, I'm sure a lot of you agree with this. I would say specifically, I'm talking about the new Maple Leafs with the radial lines. That makes them a harder coin to counterfeit, but it also just makes it a better looking coin. And again, we're taking out specific regional considerations, but this coin is known worldwide. It's a great looking coin, even though it has the worst likeness of the Queen on the reverse. Again, I think this one is an easy choice. And the second on my list, the Perth Mint commemoratives. Well, this choice is not a logical choice. I just really like these. I mean, Perth Mint is just so consistent with their quality, and they're just a lot more fun than most coins. Now, the Buffalo. This is not an easy third to me. I think artistically, the sculpture of the Native American is just better than anything else in my opinion. It's rugged, it's cool, it's obviously backed by a big country. Like I mentioned though, the typography and layout is amateur at best. It looks like it was done 100 years ago without any benefit of technology. And if I didn't live in the United States, I think I'd have trouble with that. You can't compare this to something like the Britannia and feel like it's a modern coin. It has a bit of nostalgia though for me, and I think I'm probably just a little bit biased toward it. Now, the fourth. the 2021 Britannia. And I'm being specific about 2021 because the addition of the security features on this coin just really leave no doubt that this is the best technical craftsmanship in a gold coin today. And on top of that, they can consistently be found for 5% over spot. So the artistry on this coin's top notch, typography and design top notch. There's just really absolutely nothing wrong with it at all. I just don't think it's as fun as the Perth Mint commemoratives, and it probably would be ahead of the Buffalo for me if I didn't have that personal bias. All right, so the last coin, the American Gold Eagle. I feel like I needed to put a 22 karat gold coin in my top 5, and I personally prefer this one to the Krugerrand, but just barely. Mostly I prefer the color. And even though we're ignoring the idea of regional popularity, there's just no question that this is a very well-known coin, and that is important. That's it though. Keeping this to 5 makes it really hard. There are just so many other coins I like, but I don't buy for practical reasons. And if I didn't keep this to 5, I'd be going on for an hour. Now, I didn't put any old gold on the list because I've had bad experiences in the past, but if I had to pick a runner-up in the old gold category, that would be easy for me too. I would pick the 20 francs Rooster. It's easily the best looking old gold coin to me. There are more impressive coins, like the 50 peso Centenario, but the Rooster is an easy to find, great looking coin that I personally never plan to buy again because of my past experience selling them in bulk. I still have some scars. So that's it. It's kind of fun to rank by what I like rather than by what I find is the most logical. It probably gets old for you if you're not in the United States also, just always hearing about that regional bias. So this, of course, is where I throw it back to you. If you had to pick your favorite 5, regardless of location, what would it be? Let us know in the comments. Maybe we'll do a follow-up on this, and if there's a clear favorite that isn't on my list, maybe I'll try to go out and get a hold of one if I don't already have it. Now, I know that it's going to be the Mexican Libertad, and I really don't want to pay 50% premium for a gold coin, so we're going to have to see about that one. But maybe you'll surprise me. Anyway, hit the like button if you like this kind of topic while you're there. That helps get the word out. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Thank you again for watching. I always appreciate your time. Take care.